you already know, Nooner Nation podcast for Nooners by Nooners. Yeah, we're going to do a call-in show tonight. Pretty excited about that. Before we get into that and get the first caller in, everybody already knows the drill. Like and subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes. We're getting really close to 200 subscribers on YouTube, so definitely go share the show. And that helps out a lot. When we hit 200, that's one step closer to hitting the big 1,000 number. So definitely go do that. But yeah, hope everybody had an awesome day. Nothing really new to report here, but a good day. Actually, I stepped in. I was going to the bathroom right before this and stepped in a puddle of water. So now my sock is wet, which is like the worst feeling in the world. On top of the fact they're doing utility work and tore up like half my front yard today without me knowing, which is fucking great as well. They said they're going to put sod back over it, but I doubt that. Yeah. Again, getting pretty close to the 200 subscriber mark. Getting really close to episode 50 as well. Was supposed to have a guest on tonight. They had to reschedule for next week, but I've got some really good guests kind of scheduled out until episode 50, which is going to be a good one. Hopefully I'm in the new set. I'm building out a whole new studio, a couple sets down there, a bunch of other stuff, kind of all wrapped around the minor league studios stuff that I'm starting to roll out. A lot of people have been really helpful with that. So audio is a bit low. Okay, we'll crank up the audio then. But yeah, so again, go like and subscribe everywhere. Check out the Instagram page, all that stuff. It goes a long way. And again, call-in show. The number is down in the description, and I'll actually put it in the live chat as well for the people doing the live chat. And no real theme. We'll just see what kind of weird stuff you callers come up with. It can either be stories, you can ask me questions, stuff like that. So, also testing out some new equipment. Got a new camera. Finally got that hooked up. I actually tested all this. Crazy enough, I tested it all out when I produced an episode of the Jack Sesh in Minneapolis this past weekend with Jack Mandeville. A couple of Nooners came out as well. We all hung out. I got a swanky hotel room. But yeah, overall it went pretty well. That's how I got the ability to call in. I ordered all the parts and stuff I need for my audio to do call in. Tested out my new audio or my camera switcher. So you can see I can do different cameras. I've only got 2 hooked up now because I'm using my phone for the call in. But yeah, now I can put stuff up on screen, getting a little more professional. And again, got a new camera. So becoming a little bit more professional, even if production value hasn't actually gone up. But that was a good time. And a huge shout out to Juanathan for supplying me with some Hard AF seltzers. That was a very gentlemanly gesture. He came in with 2 cases of Hard AF. One was for me to take home because I can't get it here in Iowa. And another one was for, whoever was in the room. And there was plenty of Hard AF drunk. And then we ended up going out and having some drinks up at the bar at the top level of our hotel. Kind of a swanky place. And what else we did? Oh, then we went out and had a very nice steak dinner courtesy of Mr. Mandeville, which was very nice of him to cover that for us. So yeah. So feel free to call in, see what we can talk about. We can talk about, if Womb Raider's in here, I'm sure he wants to talk about what weird sex injuries he's had. Also, there was a pretty funny debate last night on Drinking Bros about whether it's acceptable for men to use battery-powered lawn equipment. I am on the gas-powered side of that. Don't trust. Oh, we got a caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, caller. This is Holly.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. How's the show going?
So far, so good. You're the first caller. So I got to know, what is your opinion on battery-powered lawn tools?
Oh, Absolutely.
Oh, really?
I
You're
think
one, you're one of those hippies, huh?
my leaf blower is battery powered.
Yeah. What about your lawnmower?
No, that's not. That's
Oh,
gas.
that's gas.
All right, so you're talking like mowing the lawn?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like
Oh
electric
no, no,
lawnmowers and
no.
whatnot.
No, I don't. I have a zero turn.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I guess they don't make.
What?
Actually, I was in Lowe's the other day and they had a battery powered zero turn. It's pretty crazy to see.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, what are you up to
Oh.
this evening?
I just got back from Best Buy.
What are you getting at Best Buy?
Nothing. I was actually looking at getting a new printer.
And there was probably nobody in there to help, and they didn't actually have anything in stock.
There was actually people in there. I mean, a few employees, but nobody wanted to stop and help me. So I was like, all right.
Oh, so it was kind
I
of
didn't
like,
feel. Sometimes when you go shopping and you just try to avoid the salespeople anyway.
right. Yeah, until you actually need
You
them.
just want to browse.
Sounds about like Home Depot.
Yeah.
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 So,
Okay.
all right. So, unsuccessful trip to Best Buy. But yeah, I was just actually talking about our fun evening in Minneapolis with Mr. Mandeville. He had you on the show.
Was so fun. Yeah. I actually finished watching it today. It was pretty comical. I think it could have got, even better if we would have kept going, but an hour's long enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going pretty good. I know you had your sister on as well. And I think at one point Jack was saying that she was part of the Church of Scientology.
Yeah. She was so nervous. I felt so bad.
Yeah, well, I get it. You can be nervous being on camera sometimes. But
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, we I was actually talking about was it Reed?
What was that?
Oh, Reed was saying something about the swanky. I mean, I called our hotel swanky. And he said something about my pants, but it's pretty nonsensical. Reed must be drunk already, which is fine.
Oh, hi, Reed.
Yep. So
He's probably sitting in his pool.
probably does he have a pool? Does Reed? Do you have a pool?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has a pool.
I mean, he lives in Florida. Why wouldn't he have a pool? Because not a whole lot to do in Florida except sit in a pool.
Yeah.
Or do weird Florida man shit like eat bath salts and eat some hobo's face off.
Whoa, what a wild time that was.
Yeah. Have you ever done bath salts?
Just in the tub.
No. Okay. Now, how about you ever do like crack or anything like that? Anything wild?
No crack.
No.
Stay away from crack.
You just stick to like meth and fentanyl, things like that.
Preferably. Just the light stuff.
Gotcha. So what do you got planned for the rest of the evening?
Probably got to give the kids a bath, and I've been up since 3:30, so probably go to bed early.
Oh yeah. Why are you up at 3:30?
I just woke up and could fall back to sleep.
Gotcha. So you just like wander around the house, try not to wake the kids up as you like
No.
snack on bagels and shit.
No, I went to the gym.
Oh, so the opposite of snacking on bagels.
Yeah, no bagels here.
What's a small town gym like at 3:30 in the morning?
Well, I didn't get there till about 4. So usually I get there about 4:45 every morning, and there's always 4 older ladies in there working out, and then just a couple guys. It's like every morning it's the same people, so we kind of have a little, like, not group, we don't talk to each other, but it's kind of like the regulars, I call them.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I used to have a gym
really
like that.
small team. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same people every morning. We never really ever talk to each other. You kind of give like the nod, as
Yep.
you walked in. But so.
Yeah, there's one person that was like introduced himself to me, and then I was like, damn it! Now when I come in the morning, do I have to like say hi? Because I don't want to do that.
Yeah, is your is your gym? Is it kind of like your workouts? Is it like an Eric Pride's video? Have you ever seen that? The music video for "Call on Me"? No, it's not like that. Or you've never seen it?
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, we should look it up. It's one of the greatest music videos of all time.
What is its name? His name?
It's called "Call on Me" by Eric Pride's.
No, I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, you've heard the song before. But cool. So
No, I'll have to
you're
look.
going home, scrubbing the kids down. Do you I'm assuming you do it the same way I do with I just take them outside with the hose and just hose them off because my
Yeah,
children are
yeah, I
feral.
throw them. Yep, throw them with the pigs.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And just high pressure nozzle on the hose. It's a little Dawn dish soap and a broom. Scrub them off as they try
Yeah,
to they're biting at your hands and shit.
yeah. Well, usually I put them in the tub together, and then they just like to. I don't know what it is about little boys, but they just like to look at their wieners, and I'm like, stop.
Yeah, you
Weird.
don't really grow out of that. I mean, the
Well,
shower, even as they grow older, the shower is like prime wiener investigation time.
oh God, I don't think I'm ready for that.
Mm. Well,
But,
yeah, I think your boys are a little young for that, but it'll happen one day, you know.
yeah. Ugh.
And then one day you're gonna go
Yeah.
like picking up their laundry, and one of the socks is a little crustier than it should be.
God damn it.
Yeah.
See, I never grew up with brothers, so I don't know any of this stuff. So
I mean, I grew up with a brother and learned it all myself, so you
yeah,
know,
interesting.
you know. But I mean, you know how it is.
Okay.
You take baths, so I'm sure
Yeah.
I know what you do in the bathtub. I'm pretty sure all ladies do that. According to the internet sites I frequent, that's what bathtubs are for.
We shall never tell.
Yeah, well, some things you keep to yourself unless you're selling it on OnlyFans.
Yes, very true. Okay, well, I'm going to let you go so you can get another caller on.
Yeah, let's get another caller queued up, guys.
Schofield.
Well, thank you very much for calling, and we will talk to you later.
All right, good night, everyone.
Bye. All right, well, that was cool. Again, numbers down in the description. I'll put it back in the live chat as well. Let's get another caller lined up. Don't really have a whole lot to talk about because I don't have a whole lot new going on that I can give a lot of detail about. Again, I did a soft launch of the minor league studios thing that I've been working on with a bunch of different people, kind of a brainchild of myself and Greg from Beth and Greg. Soft launch, got a couple people on board already. Had a couple people hit me up today interested in kind of joining that whole initiative. So yeah, go check it out. I think it's going to be a really good thing for some of us small-time content creators. Again, once I kind of get everything more solidified, I'll probably do like a big announcement and describe a little bit more of what it is. But yeah, it's going to be a good time for sure. Let me look up. I had to download an app to get like a burner number because I'm not giving you degenerates my actual cell phone number. So I got to look it up again. So, all right, I just put it in the live chat. So, who we got here? Caller, what's your opinion on manscaping?
I am all for it, brother.
Of course, you got to do it, right? At least you got to be able to see the goods through the bushes, right?
Well, I need to eliminate a lot of the bushes just to be able to see the goods, so
Yeah.
that's going to be me.
Yeah, I mean, some people have that problem. Mine looks like especially like if I don't trim it and just let it go full bush, it kind of looks like a California palm tree upside down. So
I like to joke that I'm hung like a rhino beetle.
a rhino beetle. I'm not an anthropologist, but I'm not too familiar with the rhino beetle. Is it like kind of larger for a bug, black with like a horn out of its face?
Don't matter. It's a beetle, man.
Okay.
I got bad genes, bro.
Bad genes? What? Like from the Gap or what?
Scrawny white Englishman.
Oh, that happens, man. Well, I'm a tall, skinny white dude, and I can say that the stereotype on that one is, pretty correct. There's a reason why old Butthole Eyes has gone through the plethora of women he has, I think.
Yeah, it's hard to hate on the guy. I mean, shit. It's like, that resume, it's like, all right, man, I can't be pissed at him.
Right, right. I recognize the voice. Don't recognize the number though. So introduce yourself.
This is DJ Davies, brother.
What's going on, DJ? You're calling me from a number from not where you live, so it threw me off a little bit.
It's my old number from West Texas. I just never changed it.
Yeah, it makes sense. I still got my my real number is still my North Carolina number, so because I'll be 828 for life. I'm not switching area codes.
Yeah, same here. Why bother these days?
Yeah, I don't think I mean, does it really matter anymore? It's like, I think back in the day, it was kind of a big deal for like long distance calling and shit. But now I don't even know, like, does long distance calling even exist anymore?
I have no idea. I mean, apparently I've had a landline for 8 years. I just didn't know it.
Wow, that's a pretty boomerish thing to have. So, but yeah, landlines. I think I, as a working adult, have never had a landline. My parents had theirs until they moved here. But I think it's like kind of, again, it's kind of like switching area codes. There's no real point in like getting rid of it. So they just left it. But yeah, so what are you up to tonight, DJ?
Nothing, man. Just kicking back. You kind of followed along. I took my daughter up to college last week, so I'm kind of adjusting to being an empty nester. So it's been kind of weird.
Yeah, you've been probably just hanging out. You're talking about bad jeans. You probably come home, take those bad jeans off, and just walk around naked now, huh? No, not yet. Well, I mean, I pretty much did that anyway. So I never really give a shit about what the neighbors think. Right. Yeah, I've been in this house for a couple months now, and I've maybe said like 4 words to my neighbors. I've tried to. I think they just see me and think I'm weird because I have like a stock tank pool in my backyard and an odd looking mutt dog. And I walk around in like shirts that have Dan Holloway's face on it and say Mcqueen.
Yeah, that was me yesterday. I mean, I get along with my neighbors. They're decent people, but no one I really want to hang out with. So it's kind of weird. This is the first neighborhood I've lived in, in years where I didn't hang out with my neighbors, but I don't know. These folks just aren't fun.
Yeah, I get it. I think one of the reasons why some people like why this community is so kind of, like people instantly click in this community is because we're all just kind of the same type of weird, that doesn't actually work real well in normal society, but we all work really well together.
Yeah, I'd say there's definitely an element of that. I actually wrote an article about that 2 weeks ago. Shit.
Yeah, how's your writing going?
It's going. I put out a pretty lengthy article on the 13th, actually about the Drinking Bros community, and you got an honorable mention in there.
Oh, I'll have to go back and read that. I'm still catching up on a lot of content.
Yeah, what it's meant to me over the years, and after I visited my dad, shortly after I was on your show, we went back and visited my dad in Arizona for a few days, and I actually got to do an hour-long interview with him. My first one ever. So believe me, it's not high quality and certainly not professional. But,
neither is this show, so don't worry about it.
Dude, it turned out to be way better than I expected it to be, and I actually managed to get it, believe it or not, I actually got it posted on YouTube. It's unlisted because there were some old school language used in there that is not acceptable these days.
Oh.
But I did, so that was my last post in my Substack article that actually embeds the video so you can see it there.
Awesome. So I see in the live chat, Womb Raider has joined us, which makes me have to ask now this question. Have you ever had an injury during sex?
Are you asking Womb or are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
Oh, boy.
Or an awkward, have you ever had like an awkward sexual encounter?
Shit, dude. Oh, God. Yeah, well, I mean, who hasn't?
Yeah, I know mine. Probably my funniest one. And I've I guess teased it a couple times, but I was in high school girlfriend in the back of my Camaro, and we're hot and heavy, clothes are coming off, you know. I go to, stick it in and I feel kind of this weird pop. I'm like, well,
Uh-oh.
that kind of felt weird and hurt, but whatever. When you're like 16 and horned up, like there's nothing stopping you. So we're going, and finally, she starts going like something's really wet, and I'm like, yeah, it is. You know it, you know. She's like, no, really. Like I was like, oh yeah, I know, I can tell. Well, then finally, like she stops me. She's like, no, something's wrong. Turn on the like dome light in the car, and there's just blood everywhere.
Oh no,
So,
I've been there.
well,
That happened to me.
at first I was like, oh, like okay, like oh, okay, like yeah, you started your period, no big deal. Like we're not gonna make a big deal out of this, Blah blah. Well, I uninsert myself from her and realize, oh, there is a large amount of blood flowing out of the tip of my penis.
Oh.
Yeah. So then,
Okay, no, I've not been there yet.
yeah. So I guess what had happened is like I had like popped the skin like on the tip of the penis or something crazy, and so I'm in the back of my car. So first off, again, 16-year-old with a Camaro. It's my driving that car was my second favorite thing to do at that point in time. And I'm getting blood all over the cloth seats. So I'm panicking about that while she's panicking about the blood getting everywhere and what's going on. Because mind you, if you know how erections happen, if there is blood coming out of your penis while you have an erection, there's going to be a lot of blood coming out. So she's like, I guess, worried that like I'm going to bleed out or something. I finally get like a shirt that's like laying on the floorboard. Who knows? Like tourniquet my dick with this fucking shirt and drive to. I was like, I don't like. What do I do? Like, it won't stop bleeding. It won't stop bleeding. Like we're sitting there like in this car back in like the woods in North Carolina on some like old county road that nobody drives on. And so, long story short, I end up like driving to the emergency room with my pants like around my thighs and a like old gym shirt wrapped around my dick. And then like once we get there, I was like, well, I can't walk in like this. So I like just stuff it all in my pants. Like so I have this shirt like stuffed down my jeans as I'm walking into ER with like blood just all over my hands. And her like wearing these like I think she was wearing like shorts, like volleyball shorts, and she's got like just blood all over her legs. Very awkward scene.
Yeah.
It took a lot of explaining before they ended up like, oh, okay, like we'll see you now. And then they ended up like just wrapping it in like gauze and medical tape. And they're like, okay, you're gonna need to let this heal for like a couple days. So that was also a fun adventure, like having my dick bandaged for 3 days and trying to avoid telling like my parents why there's blood in the backseat of my car and why like I'm walking weird and wearing loose clothing. So that's probably my funniest one.
Yeah, dude. I know a ton of ER nurses, man, and these stories are not abnormal.
Oh,
I've heard worse.
Oh yeah.
I'd say my funniest story, and actually I didn't get laid. If you want to hear it.
Go ahead.
I was home. I was actually home. Strangely, while I was undergoing radiation therapy, I was home my folks, 3.5 months, and I went out with my buddy to a party, and met up these two girls, and my buddy was super into one. Her buddy was into me. I wasn't really into her, but this asshole fucking invited him over to my house the next night because my parents were gonna be out of town, and I was like, dude, what the fuck, dude? So they come over, and they immediately go off to do their own thing. And the other one, she's into me. and she was nice, but I just wasn't attracted to her in any way. And she was into it big time. I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna take one for the team here because I wasn't really into it. And she was like, well, fine, I'm gonna go get my friend and we're gonna go. I was like, shit, I can't ruin my buddy's good time.
Yep, you gotta fall on that hand grenade sometimes.
Yeah, I was like, all right, dude, I gotta take this one. And boy, I tried. God, I tried so fucking hard. I pounded about 6 beers in less than an hour.
Yeah,
and
that might have had the opposite effect.
Well, no, that was kind of helping me kind of relax.
Mm-hmm.
And I went downtown, got the panties off, and got met with Jimi Hendrix, and moths flew out of it, and the smell hit me, and I was like, oh shit. Ugh. And I tried to hold it, man. I couldn't help it. I puked all over her box. Bad. I mean, it was that bad. I felt absolutely horrible because I didn't want to insult her. I didn't want to make her feel bad. I cleaned myself up. I cleaned her up, and I was like, okay, cool. This should get me out of it, right?
Yeah.
No, she still wanted to go. I'm like, I can't.
Never know.
No, I'm sick. I can't do this. And I felt horrible. The next morning they left. When they left, I'm so relieved. I'm like, thank God this is over. And I asked my buddy, I said, all right, dude, how was your night? He goes, nah, wasn't even that fun. I was like, you motherfucker. I was so pissed. I was like, I can't believe I did that shit. And you're just like, wasn't even that fun. Fuck you, dude. Asshole.
Yeah, it happens. It definitely happens. Maybe her whole situation down there is like, maybe that's her thing. She likes guys like, throwing up on it and then having sex with her. You never know. Most ladies have to pay for such things. That's
fine. Good for her. It's not a turn on. I mean, I was nice. I was nice. She was a nice girl, but I felt bad. I didn't want to do that. But I was like, I can't do it. I fucking puked on it. It was so gross.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, it happens, and take comfort in knowing somewhere on the internet there is a video of that same thing happening to somebody else, and somebody's turned on by it. So.
Yeah, man, it smelled like a goddamn aquarium. Ugh.
Yeah, like turtle tank.
Been sitting out in the sun for a couple of days. Yeah.
I don't know. You ever had a turtle as a pet? Man, those tanks start smelling pretty rough.
No, I didn't, but I know somebody did, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
So, well, cool, man. Well, thank you for calling in. We're gonna move on. I'm sure. I want to get Womb Raider to call in and tell this story we've all been waiting on about a piercing getting stuck on a birth control device. So, but yeah, man, thanks for calling.
My
and
pleasure, man. Hey, thanks for having me.
Before
buddy.
Before you hop off, tell everybody where to find your writing.
Oh, well, I mean, folks who follow in here who follow me on Instagram can see my posts on Instagram. It's Article 15 on Substack. Yeah.
All right.
Check it out. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Well, cool, man. Cool. Thanks for calling in. We'll talk to you later.
Later.
Bye. So he's one up on me. I have never thrown up on someone's genitalia. So yeah, let me know if you have. I'd love to hear that story. But yeah, never that. I'm trying to think of some other things that have happened to me. Typical like getting walked in on kind of thing. But yeah, so call in again. Number's down in the description. I've posted it in the live chat a couple of times. I can do it again. So went and saw Top Gun for the 3rd time with my mother before she left town. Still great. Still like the best movie ever made. And definitely I think it's out on streaming now, so definitely going to be hooking that up to the projector and watching that. We have a caller. Caller, is the new Top Gun the best movie ever made?
William, I ain't seen it yet.
What the hell? Are you like living in a cave?
No, the last movie I saw was Jackass Forever.
Okay. I didn't see that one. How was that?
I brought the preacher's daughter to see it, so there's a lot of dicks and balls and
As
wide open faces.
right. I mean, but that's to be expected in a Jackass movie.
Right.
So what's going on? This is very obviously from the voice and the reference to your girlfriend, Womb Raider. What are you doing tonight?
I am chilling. I'm waiting on the preacher's daughter to show up. She was putting her boys to bed and swinging back through.
Gotcha. So the preacher's daughter, I'm assuming she's not Catholic.
No, she was. She's not. No, it's a very weird sect called the Church of Nazarene.
Oh, yeah. I recall those in my hometown. There was a Church of Nazarene. Isn't that kind of like a non-denominational thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, it's mostly Latinas that go there, I guess.
Yeah, it's just people that can't make up their fucking mind, you know?
Yeah, and they aren't allowed to dance. She's 28. She just turned 28 and finally just bought her first bathing suit and not swimming in basketball shorts.
Oh yeah, nice. Did you approve of the bathing suit?
Yeah, it's got a little skirt to it, but I can lift it up.
Oh, nice. Okay. I mean, baby steps. You gotta take baby steps. This time next year, she'll be going like full Brazilian. You know, getting some sun on those cheeks, whatnot.
Well, last time she wore it, we were up in the Adirondacks in the lake in front of a Bible camp, and we had sex in the lake in front of the Bible camp because fuck Jesus and all that in her mind.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it happens. The Adirondacks, famous for their chairs. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Don't know if
They're
you've
real
ever.
hard to get out of when you're drunk.
An Adirondack chair? Oh yeah. Typically, especially if you're in those like red plastic ones from Lowe's, sometimes it's just easier to just tip it to the side and fall out of it. You know.
Fuck yeah.
So, but yeah.
So anyway,
we got talking about sexual injuries, and you have had one that I've wanted you to tell this story for months now. So the floor is all yours.
okay, so when I was in Iraq in 2007, I had a roommate named Metz, and we both decided to give ourselves Prince Albert.
You gave it to yourself.
Not recommended. Yes.
Okay, so before we continue the story, explain how you gave yourself. First off, explain what a Prince Albert is, and explain how you gave one to yourself.
Okay, so Prince Albert goes through the hole in the tip of your penis and then out the bottom, kind of where the head meets the shaft.
Okay,
And we ordered
I just threw up in my
rings
mouth
off
a little bit.
Amazon. Yep. We ordered the rings off of Amazon through an APO, so they took like 2 months to come in. And then we went to the medics and got some needles that were sterile. And then bent them kind of into a U shape. This is probably a bad idea, but Trace just got brave enough and hooked her through and then immediately put the needle through, and then the little screw-on ball goes on the other end. And it took a couple days to heal. Thank God I didn't get it infected or nothing.
So when you say you got drunk before you did it, that would lead me to believe that you were sober when you made this decision.
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, that just gives us a glimpse into the mind of Womb Raider. You know, it's like, no, it's a good idea. While I'm on deployment in Iraq, let me get a needle from the meds, bend it, and pierce my own penis, you know, because why not? So, again, you said it wouldn't be infected. I never served, wasn't deployed. I would assume being deployed, not only in a desert, but in a active war zone, like extreme hygiene, especially on your crotch, is probably not something that is followed regularly. So infection, like you beat the odds by not getting an infection.
Right. Well, I was lucky. I was an 88 Mike. We were out in this little fucking town called Luija, but almost every day I drove to cook.
Okay.
We had hot showers.
Okay.
I've gone stretches for like 9 to 10 days without coming back and not having a shower, and luckily I wasn't in one of those stretches. I was just in and out, so I got to shower twice a day.
Okay. All right. So you have on your own put a stainless steel bar through your penis. What's next?
Yep. So I had turned 21 while I was there, and then October of 2008, October 25th, we got back. And I came back, and I'd known this girl that was my sister's roommate in college for a while. We kind of dated before I joined the Army. And she had gotten an IUD. And so we were going, her name was Carla. We were going at it pretty good, hard and heavy, and I was, giving every inch I had, 265 pounds right behind it. And
what was her first impression of when she first saw, like, oh, you have your dick pierced? What was her first reaction?
To put it in her mouth.
Okay, fair reaction. The reaction you want.
She was she was a year younger than me. So
okay.
And she also had a Christian background. She was a lot of fun.
Okay. So, I'm seeing a pattern here. So.
Yeah. So we're going at it, and all of a sudden, the stainless steel ball on the end of it hooked around the little copper wires that hang off the bottom of an IUD. And I kind of like set the hook when I was coming back out, and we both felt like a pretty good tug. And the hardest part is you can't lose your erection because it's going to start pulling it out, and it's got a ball on the end. And IUDs, I hear, hurt to take out anyway. So I had to basically stay as erect as possible and push as far in as I could, and then kind of over to the side to unhook myself.
So you were able to unhook it yourself?
Yes. Okay. Well, we had a little help from her roommate, who I'd also already slept with on leave.
Oh, Lord.
I slept with all of my sister's roommates. She lived in a suite with 3 other girls, and I just kind of made it my mission in life to make sure they all know who was the cooler sibling, and it was definitely me.
Yeah, fair. I mean, you never know. Did your sister sleep with any of them?
No. She was the opposite of me. She's quite a prude.
Oh.
She's a year older than me. She's 36. She's had 2 boyfriends her whole life, and she's been married for about a decade. So I like to throw my ropes out into the wild.
Oh, we know. You're like Spider-Man. Spider-Man going through fucking New York, just ropes. Right.
Yeah. So her friend was kind of my friend. My sister's roommate kind of got in. Actually, we both did a bump of coke. She always had a little coke spoon around her neck, and we both did a bump of coke. And then she kind of got behind me and held Carla's hips, and we both kind of squeezed in towards her together. And she kind of like pushed me towards the side until I got unhooked. Oof. And then she got a turn. She did not have an IUD.
Oh, and good God, man.
Immediately upon the extraction, I pulled out and took that Prince Albert out, and I've never had one since.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Once you took it out, though, was like, did you ever like pull out and the cum came out like all weird, like out of 2 holes?
Oh yeah, you had to be careful in the urinal and kind of like piss up at like a 45-degree angle, or else it was going to hit your feet too.
Gotcha. Did it eventually heal? Like, does the hole heal up?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, you can't even tell I had one now.
Yeah,
It was only maybe a 20 gauge, I think.
Okay.
Wasn't huge.
I'm gonna assume that you have no interest in getting another one.
Nope, never again.
No. Yeah.
Ever.
Like 9/11, never again.
Right.
You know, never forget, but never again. You know.
Right. If
What-
I did anything, I'd get like a kind of like the Cubans do, and they like put a pearl kind of on the middle of their shaft on the top of their dick.
Like
But
they
it's, embedded.
like a what do they call those, like dermals or something like that?
Yeah, it's a dermal. Yep. You can't take it out, and it can't get hooked on nothing. But for the last 15 years, I've been pretty good being au naturel down there and
Yeah.
avoiding injuries.
Yeah, I knew a couple guys that, and they were Marines, which kind of makes sense. But they came back from like their first deployment, and they all like went and got Prince Alberts. And a couple of years after, I started talking to like I was in a bar talking to like some ladies that they had dated in the past, and none of them were actually into it. They said it was kind of uncomfortable, but to each their own, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's really only good for like doggy style. So you get like when you're behind and pushing down, you get a little extra
Right.
like rib for her pleasure on her G spot. But short of that, I'm just scared of them things now, because that's a scary feeling, like knowing it's gonna hurt if you can't maintain a rock hard erection.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I'm sure. Like, I mean, did you immediately know like what had happened, or was it kind of where you both kind of like, oh shit, that hurt and felt weird. What the fuck was that? And then you kind of like had to process it for a second.
I immediately knew, because she had told me she got an IUD. She was really excited about it because I used to cream pie her all the time when I was in college. And then we had a pregnancy scare while I was first in Iraq.
Those are always fun.
And so she went and immediately got an IUD. And October 25th, I came home, and October 26th, I was in her dorm room.
Okay. Yeah.
So
fair.
We were trying to try it out.
So I mean, yeah. Moral of the story, you know, make sure hardwares don't intermingle during coitus.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know. Oof. Yeah. Just hearing that story, man. Like, oh. Yeah. See, I thought the first time you mentioned it, I thought it got hooked, and you pulled it out. And
that would have been terrible.
You explained it like a little bit in a little bit further detail to where that didn't happen, but that's what I originally like. My first thought in my head was that, and like, yeah, like my testicles shriveled up into my body so hard that I think they were actively trying to turn into ovaries.
Yeah. If I had done that, I would have had like a vagina on the tip of my penis.
Oh. Well. Yeah, on that one, I'm going to let you go while I drink some of this hard AF and cleanse the palate of that one. So I'm going to let you go. Callers, we'll wait for another caller. But yeah, thanks for talking, man. I'll get you back on the show again. You're a super awesome guy.
Cheers, buddy.
Night, buddy. Right. Yeah, so that's, I don't know if you're familiar with IUDs, but essentially it's like this T-shaped thing that goes and like blocks the tubes and lady part magic. But oh man, which reminds me of I found it really funny. There's a like a birth control commercial on TV for an IUD where like this woman like is like dancing around singing because she just got an IUD, and I just find it so humorous because she's just like singing because now she can have people just blow loads in her and not worry about it. And she's like handing this guy a flower, and I'm just thinking like in her mind she's like, you can blow a load in me. And then she's like talking to other guys like, and then you can blow a load in me. And then she's like dancing in the streets and like with all these people. It's like, and everybody can just blow loads in me. Pretty humorous. So somebody else wants to call in. We don't have to continue with the sexual injury talks or sexual awkwardness. We can move on from that if wanted. You know, I think who's it? Sylvester Stallone is getting divorced over a dog. I heard, which is wild and understandable. People love their dogs, but I mean, he has been married for 25 years. But if the divorce does happen, I mean, I think his daughters are going to need a stepfather figure to, you know, step in and really help them out, and I will fall on that sword. So I'm pretty good at being a stepfather figure. They just need to make sure that, you know, any furniture or appliances are easy to get stuck in. So, who else we got in the live chat here? Move on. But again, I think again, hammer the like button, guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Sorry, I'm just gonna put the call-in number back into the live chat here. I know, incredible radio right now, but that's what happens when you try to do a live show of guests on Thursdays. Like half the time, people back out last minute. It's one of the biggest stresses in my life. Yeah, HA, Fathers Without Boundaries. That's a very good charity. Look into it for sure. Ooh. Caller, what are your thoughts about the charity Fathers Without Boundaries? Oops, forgot to switch it to Bluetooth. Hold on. Sorry.
There?
Yep. Sorry. Still learning the new equipment. For some reason, I have to, like, every time somebody calls, I have to switch it to Bluetooth manually. It doesn't just go straight to Bluetooth, which is kind of fucking annoying. But yeah, I recognize this voice well. It's Mcqueen from the West Coast. What's going on, Gigi?
Just driving home from work. I thought I'd change the tone of your podcast.
Absolutely. After hearing about somebody's IUD getting forcibly removed from their body by a penis piercing.
I missed. I only caught the tail end of that, but
you caught the tip of it.
Who was that?
Womb Raider.
Why did I ask?
Yeah. Who else?
The man with 20 kids. The big teddy bear. He's a big teddy bear.
He is, and him and Rocco are two people that I would not trust to pull out of their own driveway.
Rocco?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember one of the former Drinking Bros, one of the original guys, Rocco. He now is on the Mayans MC show on FX.
Can't drive?
He can drive. It's a joke about having too many kids. He's got like 9 kids, so he can't pull out of his own driveway.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Yeah. So what's new with you?
Anyway, I'm competing tomorrow against Wahlberg's kid again. So
Wait, which Wahlberg, Mark or Donnie?
Mark.
Ah.
I gotta beat his kid again on my horse. So
like
I love beating children.
So when you say beat him from your horse, like, are you gonna like have a belt? Like you're gonna run him down, just whip him with it, or are you gonna let the horse do most of the work?
It's just jumping for speed.
Oh, so the horse is gonna jump on the kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump over the kid.
Man, could you imagine if you injured Mark Wahlberg's kid on a horse?
It happens. I mean, it's not, it's a dangerous sport. I mean, every show someone hurts themselves and the ambulance has to come, but it's because these kids are so short, their legs aren't long enough, and then they just fall off.
Is that an age thing, or just like are they just jockey-ish?
I think it varies. I mean, it sometimes, like in the case of Superman, it's made him do things that he was not prepared to do, and so he ended up breaking his neck.
Oh yeah,
Christopher Reeves,
yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah. So I think the trainer just kind of milked him a little bit for, his money.
Yeah.
But, whatever.
What else are you supposed to do
whatever.
with a rich client, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
So
Besides bilk them for the money.
I know. Hey, I mean, it happens, especially out that way. I mean, all these, you get these younger ladies marrying much older men. I mean, essentially milking them for their money.
There's a lot of shitty people in LA, I gotta say. So I feel very, very blessed that I've always managed to align myself with very honest people because there are a lot of turds here that exploit people.
Yeah.
Just kind of attracts that sort of vibe, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you have those people everywhere, but I can definitely see LA being kind of a central hub for that kind of behavior.
Yeah. And in the horse world in particular. But
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, there's good people everywhere, you know?
yeah, I can see like I've never really known anybody real close that was big into horses, but I can see the horse world being kind of an odd place. I also was thinking this the other day. I feel like the world of like competitive swimming is like an odd world to be involved with.
Yeah.
No real
Yeah.
reason why I think that. I just think of like what like soccer moms are like, and like what's a swim mom like?
Pedophile. Yeah. I would think that that would be ripe for, you know, some sexual deviant stuff going on there too.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of
Never
latex.
Yeah.
Everybody's full shorn, whole body just hairless. So
I may lose you, and if I lose you, I'll just hang up and someone else can call in. So I may lose you at
you'll
some
never
point
lose me,
soon.
Gigi.
Oh my God. I
Boom.
have been not around much, and so I thought I would call in and say hello, and it is so good to hear your voice. I miss everyone. It's just been busy,
Yeah,
and
it's been hectic times. I know what you do, and it's probably been a pretty hectic time. But yeah. So, but you say you're driving home. You in the Tesla?
yeah, it's pretty dirty right now.
Yeah.
I look
Well,
like a bow.
no, what it's not. It's not costing you $7 a gallon or whatever it is out there right now.
You know, honestly, the reason, and I'll put this out there. The reason why I bought this car, the car I had before this was a four-wheel drive diesel, you know, SUV.
Mm-hmm.
I bought this car because at the time, at the end of 2018, Elon Musk would not only write you a cash check for buying the car. I think it was like it was somewhere between 2 and 6,000. I honestly don't remember, but I got a $10,000 federal tax credit too.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah. Why
when
not?
you add those things together, yeah, it was compelling. Then that's and there was a deadline for it. It was like you had to do it by the end of I can't remember the end of October 2018 or something like that. So
Right.
that's why. But it is it's a cool car. It is.
Yeah, they're pretty rad.
Everyone in the chat can hate on me right now, but it's been had all different types of cars, and it handles well. You know, it's fast as fuck because I got the all-wheel drive,
Oh yeah.
and you know, it's light. Whatever. I drive 8 miles to and from work. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah. Well, I actually just traded my truck in. Loved it, but I was driving like 20 miles a day, which is really not all that much. But I was spending like in July, I spent $300 in gas
That's insane.
for.
Yeah.
I mean, and I probably used the actual like utility part of having a pickup truck like twice a year. So
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
went and got the
my
Subaru.
my son is driving a car that I think gets 12 miles to the gallon right now, so I feel your pain.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Does he
Paying
have
for
does he have mom's credit card for gas on that one?
Well, I mean, he's a kid. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
His sports will pay for his college, so I'm not.
Yeah, it's
You
an
know,
investment.
it's an investment. He worked over the summer, but
Yeah.
he's got to focus on sports and school during the school year.
Oh no, I get it. I get it for sure. So how is Hollywood handling the news that Sylvester Stallone's getting divorced?
I don't think he's that relevant, is he? Is he that relevant anymore?
I mean, he still does things, I guess. You know, he's
Does he?
I think he might be slowly moving out of the spotlight, but I think what he's doing is he's maneuvering his daughters to kind of take over the spotlight.
Oh, I'm sure his kids are gorgeous.
Oh, have you ever seen his daughters? Oof.
Flav and his wife, is that her name? Jennifer.
Yeah, his soon-to-be ex-wife. Yeah.
I believe she was a model.
Oh, I'm sure. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was actually right before you called in. I brought it up and said his daughters are going to need a.
Oh, good on you, Bill.
Yeah, just as long as the furniture and the appliances have to be like positioned in a way that they're easily stuck in.
All right, I'm gonna clear the line.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too,
Good talking
Gigi.
to you, Bill.
Thank you for calling in. So that was fun. Gigi's awesome. She's a busy lady, but it's awesome for her to call in, and every once in a while she'll let loose and really go nuts with some statements. But love her to death, and hoping to get out to California at some point and have some drinks with her, maybe some wine, a little red wine from Northern California. But phone lines are open. I saw some people trying to call in, and as I was talking to Gigi, so give it another shot. I'll pick up, and we got time for maybe one or two more, and then we'll get off here, and everybody can go enjoy their Thursday night. I don't know what really. Football hasn't started yet, I don't think. Preseason. Is there Thursday night preseason games? Don't know. Speaking of which, we're doing a Nooner Nation fantasy football league, so hit me up in the DMs in my Instagram if you want to get into the fantasy football league. If I can fill all the slots, and we're actually pretty close to it, then I'm gonna buy a really cool custom belt, like WWE belt. So, caller, what's going on? Oh, why do you hang up? Who just hung up? It was a South Florida number. I bet that was Reed. Reed, you hang up on purpose, you dick. Reed. He stands me up when I'm in vacation on Florida. He said he's going to pick me up, take me out to a nice dinner. I'm out front. I got all dolled up, did my hair, nice pants. And then I'm just out front of the hotel waiting on him all day. But AJ, I saw you were trying to call. Give me a call back. I'll leave the lines open for AJ. Our favorite dirt bag from New Jersey. 3-time Flemington Nissan Salesman of the Year, by the way. So, but yeah. Reed, if that was you, I've got your number now. I'm going to pay you back for hanging up on me like that. But anyways, while I wait for somebody to call in, oh, here we go. Good. I have to try to make something up off the top of my head. What is going on?
Mr. Billion, how are you, sir?
I am doing well, Mr. Gamble. How are you?
I'm tremendous right now, actually.
Are you? Are you still on the wagon?
Which one was that?
Last time you were on the show a couple weeks ago, and you were drying out a bit after a bit of a scary adventure in your car.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's. Jesus took the wheel a few times, and I'm still here, but yeah, I was.
Yeah.
And then it's summertime, so what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, you gotta soak up that last bit of summer. I'm a little bummed. I get the summertime sadness pretty bad because summer's my favorite. Right? Once it starts getting cold, women start putting the bikinis away, start breaking out the UGG boots, and dude, I get depressed.
Do you guys actually have like summer there or what?
It gets fucking hot, dude.
There?
It gets really hot here.
Really?
Yeah, I think June, July, and August, we had something like 25 days in the triple digits.
Wow.
And then, but also
so
because
what do you guys do though? Like, there's no beach, there's no nothing. So what do you guys do?
Pools, lakes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lakes. There's actually a lot of lakes here. The biggest thing though about the heat, and it's not so much. I mean, it gets hot, and that sucks. But apparently, because of all the agriculture, like You know, you have like
Right.
cornfields that absorb moisture from the ground, and then the
Right.
sun beats down on it, and it, you know, evaporates all the moisture. It'll be like 95 degrees with 95% humidity here, like all summer.
Really?
Oh
That
yeah,
sounds like here in the East Coast, man. Same shit
yeah.
every fucking day.
It gets pretty brutal. That's why I went and got myself a stock tank pool. If you've never seen one of those before, go Google it. It's where you take like those big galvanized 8-foot tanks that you feed livestock or water livestock with, and then you put like a pool pump
Right,
and
like
shit on it.
Like the old Cialis commercials where like the dude and the chick are like on a cliff edge and they're both like in these little tiny tubs holding hands, like that type of thing.
Kind of. Mine's bigger. Mine's 8-foot diameter, like 2.5 feet deep. It's pretty dope.
Oh wow.
It's like just it's good enough. Like you can't go like
Flex.
you're not going swimming or anything in it, but on a hot day, like if you sit down in it, it comes up to, you know, like your shoulders. You know, I built a little deck around it for your drinks and stuff. It's got a heater. It's got, you know, the pump, you know, jets and stuff in it. So
Like just enough to like drown your wife if she say like, you know, burns your dinner, right?
Fuck, she might drown me in it.
Yeah, she probably would. She is Brazilian, so.
She will. Well, yeah, she will. She'll make it look like an accident. She'll just keep feeding me drinks, and then be like, "Oh, hey, is the pool pump still on?" And I'll be out there like, "I don't know, is it?" And then she'll just like shove me in and hold my head down.
This is your last will and testament, Bill.
Yeah,
we
might be.
We'll be your dude. So you want to hear something funny?
Go for it,
dude. So I had this nice family move out next to me recently, and the new neighbors moved in. Okay, so these folks, you know, I know they've contributed a lot to society, and they're bettering their lives, right? So I am sitting in my backyard. Yesterday. No, I'm sorry, 2 days ago, and smoking a blunt. I look over because I feel someone's looking at me. So the fence is like 5 foot high, and you know you have like the lattice parts you can kind of see through. And I see this fucking not a brown eye. The guy didn't have his asshole up that high. It was his eye. So he's fucking looking at me. And it's this little old Indian man, like a tiny Indian man. Like he had to be on his tiptoes just to get to the 5-footer. And I turn, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? You need something? He just keeps looking at me. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, Jesus Christ, this is America. Just say hello. I'm like, you know, another few minutes goes by. I look over. Motherfucker's doing the same thing. He just shakes his head. And he has his hands like on his back, like he's like a fucking shepherd. And
the old man pose, hands behind his back, kind of like judging you. Old man judging you.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, they're having a fucking banger next to me. At first, I thought there was like some like polite domestic violence going on, but it was this fucking crazy Indian fucking like techno EDM shit going on.
All right.
And they're raging. I have no idea what they're drinking or anything, but they're having fun.
So the neighbors are raging, and one of them's just like staring at you through the fence, judging you. What's your dick out or something?
No, that the staring would happen Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
The domestic violence and the party are happening as we speak.
Oh, all right. Maybe you should head over there.
I know. He was like, "Hi, how you doing? You know, new neighbor. Nice to meet you guys. I know you don't remember me. I know we don't speak the same language, but I'm just here for support."
Yeah. Are you a fan of curry?
No. Well, all right. This is gonna sound terrible, and I'm sorry, YouTube, but I already said if I smell curry, I'm gonna burn across their lawn. So they move. I swear to God.
Wow.
That's a bridge. That's a bridge too far for me.
Yeah, curry's a pretty intense smell for sure. Reed White in the live chat just said AJ's whole hood smells like curry. Good Lord. Good Lord.
Fuck you, Reed. All right, man. God damn it. Stop fucking New Jersey shitting me, dude.
The Indians are nice people, okay? They gave us like Slumdog Millionaire. They gave us...
I was trying to think. Yeah, it's not much.
That chick that one of the Jonas Brothers is married to. Mindy Kaling.
Is that a gift or a curse? Is that a gift or a curse?
I don't know. She's... I don't know.
What's that fucking...
Who are some
the Macarena? No, never mind that.
That's Spanish.
No. Sure. Same color.
Let's see. Let's see who famous.
I don't think there's anything else like besides like like snake charmers and shit, and then like rugs.
Oh well, of course
Very
you had Gandhi.
There you go.
Oh, Mother Teresa, Indian.
Oh,
Did not know
really?
that. Apparently so.
Wow.
Don't recognize
what a thing.
many of these names. There was an astronaut who was Indian.
I'm not gonna ask how he got there.
It's a she.
Oh, her. All right. Okay. Equal opportunity.
Well, okay. So she was an astronaut. She did not quite make it there.
Oh.
I don't think, because she was on the shuttle Columbia. Wasn't that the one that blew up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Her and Christine McCall, or what fucking name was, yeah. R.I.P.
Is that the one that
I mean,
blew
Reed
up? Or
was probably in high school. Reed was probably in college when it happened, so he could probably tell you better, but, you know.
Yep. Yeah, she died when, no, that was, she was the first Indian-born woman to go into space in 97. And then in 2003, that was the one that, so she did go to space. Columbia was the one, like in the early 2000s, that broke up as it was re-entering the atmosphere.
Correct. Yeah, but they didn't die, though.
I'm pretty sure they died.
No, Challenger was 83. That's when they blew up, like, as people, like,
as they're taking
Reed
off.
and Rubin were in high school, so they probably saw alive.
Yeah, Columbia was the one that was coming back into the atmosphere and, like, disintegrated.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think I was like in 03. I think I was like in sophomore in high school. All right, I looked up famous Indian people, and it gave me a whole list of irrelevant people.
Oh, so how about M. Night Shyamalan, dude?
Well, I mean, I think he's American.
I
think he's like American. He just is of Indian descent.
Well, that doesn't count, I guess, huh?
Yeah, it's like halfway.
Right. Yeah. Like kind of, not really.
Kinda. I don't know. Let's see anybody in the live chat know any like famous Indian people?
Who's the? I won't say you. Who is the Slumdog Millionaire? Who's the what was that kid's name? Was he like was he an actor, or was that a documentary?
A dramatic recreation, I think. Of most lives. Oh yeah, Dev Patel is that guy's name. I think he is
Patel. That's like definitely not a common name.
But I think he's actually like from England. His parents were Indian, and I don't know. Anybody who's ever been to England knows that there is a lot of people there whose parents are Indian.
What do you think the Slumdog Millionaire like stage play would look like? You know what I mean? Like if it was like a fucking play.
Oh, like on Broadway? It'd probably actually be pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's a cool movie.
Like this other bullshit.
Huh.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, but I think it'd be better if you can hear him talk. So that's what I'm saying. Like a fucking play would be better.
Yeah, I mean, it'd definitely be better than Cats or Rent.
Dude, all right. This is back in like 02. I had this 01, whatever. My high school girlfriend's family was rich. So we fucking that bullshit thing with Matthew Broderick and Nathan Lane, the gay thing. I was there. The Birdcage, it was called. Dude, I'm sitting there. I've never been to I'm a redneck. I've never been to anything in my life. I'm sitting there like in my jeans with like a half-assed nice shirt. All these like rich famous people come in.
You were Jersey nice? Is that what you were dressed up Jersey nice?
Oh. No, well, kind of, I guess, yeah. I mean, Jersey nice would be like blowout haircut, like with kind of a tight shirt, but my eyebrows would be laced or whatever these folks do these days. But yeah, it was so weird. It was like I never saw gay people or whatever. I had no idea what was going on. All I knew of plays is like when you're a kid in school, you gotta go into fucking bullshit play.
Right.
I thought it's like it's gonna be some bullshit, and all of a sudden like people are fucking crying and it was how great it was, and I was like, well, I just want to, catch a quick beach for my high school girlfriend and go home. So
yeah, you're like, well, that guy up there's getting a BJ from that guy. Why can't she give me a BJ?
He's getting Don Lemon and Kevin Spacey. Why can't I?
I know. Like, come on. You sure you weren't watching Rent? Isn't that what that's about? They all get AIDS.
Sure. 99,000 something minutes. Yeah, I think that's that, right?
Right. I know. What is it?
There's
In Team America, they parodied it as rent, or no, not rent. It's a lease. He's in a play called Lease, and they sing a song about how they all have AIDS.
like they had a lease on life, but they didn't know.
Yeah, well, like rent, lease. You know.
Yeah.
You're a salesman. You know all about
I
leases, man. I almost called you when I bought my car, but you know.
You should have.
I know, but you know how you salesmen go. Like he whipped me up into a frenzy. I'm signing papers. I don't even know what I'm signing.
I would love to be on the other side of the desk, though. I've only ever done it like twice in my life, so it'd be so much fun.
Yeah. Do you sell yourself cars?
Yeah.
Like when you want a car, do you just
Dude,
have the paperwork written up and you're just like, here it is, kind of thing?
Yeah, basically, but I always upsell myself. I'm like, all right, I'm going to keep my payment the same. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, that has black wheels and that has like whatever. I'm like, fuck it, yeah, add it on there. I don't give a shit. Then you realize, oh my god, I'm paying stupid money a month.
Oh my god! If we ever meet in person, I'm bringing like my camera and shit, and I want to make it like a sketch, or you selling yourself a car.
Oh, like on both sides of the desk? Oh,
yeah.
That'd be great.
Just keep switching back and forth.
Dude. Yeah,
great.
That. Oh man, I have so many good fucking.
We'll break into your dealership at night so we can actually have your desk, you know. And
oh, my desk sucks, but yeah, no, we can do that.
I didn't fall for any of the add-ons this time though. Last time I did. I fell for all the add-ons. I kind of wish I had taken the free oil changes for life one though. That sounds like a pretty good deal.
Why? Wait a minute. Why didn't you take it?
Because
if it's free,
this is why. No, there's not free oil changes for life. It's oil changes for life for like $500.
Oh, no, that's the stupidest thing ever. Good for you.
But I mean, the oil changes in that car like $90. So
true.
But the reason why I didn't get it, this is what kind of made me mad about it. The reason why I didn't get it was they're going through all like the ad warranty, the tire warranty, and then the oil changes. Dude. And I was like, yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that package. Like, I'm good. Well, then so like I signed all the paperwork.
That's where I make most of my money.
Yeah, well, okay. So anybody else listening out there, don't do what I did. Buy all the things. Only from AJ though.
Yeah, don't be poor, guys. Come on.
But so after I signed all the papers, he's like putting it on the folder. He's like, I was like, man, that oil change one. I mean, you can save a lot of money on that. I was like, yeah, but I want the whole package. He's like, oh, you didn't have to get the whole package. You could have just got that for like $500. I was like, why the fuck didn't you tell me that?
That's because, dude, all right, so the markup and that stuff, so like what they call aftermarket products, is about, which is really high for a dealership, would be like 200%.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically 2-time markup, which isn't, I mean, as far as businesses go, it's not that great, but like that's where, like me personally, I make a lot of my money is there. So there's a lot of shit that's worth it, but a lot of shit that's not. Like, so,
Davey wants to know.
All right, this is like a love line tonight. Employees or customers?
I don't know. He just said select women. I don't know. But thanks for the love line reference. I love Dr. Drew. That dude's awesome.
Yeah, this is what it reminds me of. This is like a 1998, like 11:30 at night on MTV vibe. Right
well, have you seen his new show?
No, what is it?
Oh, he's so Dr. Drew has a show on Your Mom's House, like with Tom Segura and Christina P. He has his own show on that network, Dr. Drew After Dark, and it's almost the same thing, except obviously the network's run by like two comedians, so they just do they get into some of the wildest shit, and it's awesome. Dr. Drew's like the coolest guy ever, like way better than that bitch ass Dr. Right? Oz. Do what?
Oh, I was on Dr. Oz back in the day.
You were on Dr. Oz for what, like a heroin addiction or something?
Sexual heroin addiction, but yeah. No, I was in the crowd and they pulled us up to the side and we had to like open some like fucking card or some shit. I don't remember.
Huh.
It was like 2015, something like that.
I'm gonna have to go back and find that.
Fag. I mean, I didn't mean to say that. He's a complete jerk.
Fair, but yeah. Dr. Drew seems like a cool guy. Him and his he has his wife on occasionally, and they're like pretty much an open book to the point where they now have merchandise for sale, like in the YMH store that says anal starts at 50. Because because the first time him and his wife ever had anal was on her 50th birthday.
Really?
Oh yeah, so he'd get along well with this group.
What's that anniversary?
Anal, obviously.
Like the paper? Well, yeah, but like
No, you Google
like,
it.
You get brown paper.
You Google it. It's like whatever paper. I think paper's second anniversary. 25th anniversary is probably like a diamond or something. 49th,
Right.
49th is probably like something really weird, like Crisco or tortillas. And then
Werther's.
Yeah, Werther's. And then 50, but that's not their anniversary. Her 50th birthday.
Oh, I was gonna say. Oh well, they do get married early in India, so who knows?
But Dr. Drew's a white.
No, I thought you were talking about Dr. Oz fucking his wife in the ass.
No, Dr. Drew.
Oh.
Dr. Oz is that like shrimpy white dude who's like running for Congress or something right now. Who does terrible push-ups with Mark Wahlberg. Dr. Oz?
Yeah, he does like the dick ups.
Are you thinking of Deepak Chopra?
Oh, the guy he possibly, possibly.
Dr. Oz is definitely a white. Look, I've got
Really?
the second camera. If you're watching Facebook right now, like Dr. Oz, he's a white. He's a creepy looking white dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I like Dr. Drew. He still looks the same since like 19, whatever.
Dr. Drew.
He had gray hair back then.
He's all swole up. Like,
is he?
Yeah, he got fucking cannon arms, man. So he has Dr. Drew After Dark.
No shit.
Yeah.
No, dude, he used to be like a little, like a fucking doughy, like little tiny fucking weirdo.
I think you're thinking of Dr. Oz.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Stop it. No.
Dude, look at him. Look at this guy.
Dr. Oz is the guy. He looks like he has like Botox and like plastic surgery bullshit.
I mean, look at these tree trunks. I don't know if you can see it because there's probably a delay, but the dude's got tree trunks for arms.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, don't come for Dr. Oz or don't come for Dr. Drew like that.
When I get off, I'm gonna look up Dr. Oz and I'm like, fuck, I was.
Ooh, Gigi brought up a pretty. Is she Indian? I don't know, but the Padma chick from Top Chef.
Oh yeah, she is. Well, she's like British Indian. Yeah, she's very stern, very matronly.
British.
Well, right, very matronly lady.
Mm-hmm.
That scares me.
She's hot though.
All right, so here's a question: would you bang her? What? Would you?
Yeah, of course I would. Oh, I'm still on the wrong. There we go. Still got used to switching cameras.
Would you let Dr. Drew? Would you let Dr. Drew bang you?
Would I let Dr. Drew bang me?
Yeah, before the show though.
Before the show or for the show?
No. Well, both if you wanted to, but
I don't know. He'd probably treat you like a lady,
And he's a doctor too. He knows what he's doing.
I know. So there'd be we're not worried about what's going on. Definitely not getting monkeypox.
Well, if you get prolapse, he can stitch you up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It just depends on how many drinks I have in me, I guess. Oh, we lost him. And on that note, I think it's time to wrap this shit show up. Because I don't know if you noticed on camera, went to the hard AFs, and for some reason, I don't know what it is, man. That 8% will hit you hard. So, again, thanks for calling in, everybody. It was a great time. We'll have to do this again. Again, I've got some really cool guests lined up that I think you guys are going to like leading up to episode 50. I'll let you guess who's going to be on episode 50. Probably not a very hard guess, but it's a milestone. So I'm going to have that person on. But yeah, thanks again. Before I get out of here, go like, subscribe, rate, review. That goes a long way. I think the rating system on iTunes, for advertising, is kind of what that's important for. But who really goes and searches through iTunes for something that's 5-star rated and then reads reviews, right? It's all word of mouth. So spread the word. We're having fun. Got another show starting soon with my wife. I've got the set getting wrapped. I'm hopefully finishing the new set for this show and the set for that show this weekend. And yeah, so we're really close to 200 subscribers on YouTube. So hit that up. And that's all I got. So thanks again. Love you guys.